anyone really explain, this is the last straw to mention but a few, how people are really suffering. This is the last one. Do you know what the price of things are currently today? Things are beyond you can imagine. Nigerians are going through a lot. The exchange rate is over the roof. Yet, we have not gotten people who have spoken out to say enough is enough. Tinubu came in, and from his very, very first minute of coming in, one of the things he said was that, the price, or fuel subsidy has been removed without considering the people, without any form of consideration. Immediately, there was artificial fuel scarcity, which led to the increment in price of fuel, which is in some places is now being sold for 700 plus. As the hardship continues to bite harder, we heard the Senate president says, as the senators go on recess, something has been put into their account, and that prayers are being in place for them to be able to, prayers have been sent after being heard and caught on camera saying things have been put in the account for them to enjoy their holiday. Nigerians are waiting patiently to see how these things will go. There are even speculations that the things are going to be higher, with the price of fuel going as much as 1,000 naira per liter. Currently, Nigerians are suffering. The price of everything has gone up. Worst of all is the price of fuel. The price of fuel and the dollar exchange rate is beyond you can imagine. Nigerians are currently suffering, and this is all just the beginning. As we continue to ask ourselves, where do we go from here? Asiwaju Ahmed Bola Tinubu has told Nigerians that they should be patient, but this patience only applies to those who are currently, this patience only applies to those who are currently, suffering, but not to the elites, not to those in the political class or settings. How do we sort this out? Is what our sister is asking Aisha Yesufu. He said, how do we sort this out? Because people are dying. Aisha, I hear you loud and clear. Asiwaju Ahmed Bola Tinubu is telling Nigerians to endure, to manage. Okay, he said Nigerians need to manage, they need to endure, that things will get better. I hear you. If that same thing cuts across all divines, then it's fine. But not senators going on holiday and they are being given things, for their holiday to cushion the effort of the fuel subsidy. But the masses, the people do not have a clue. One of the things, as simple as anything going on, they don't have a clue, So who exactly are we deceiving here? People are suffering. Things are going from bad to worse. But you say, the masses should, they should endure it. The masses should endure it. But you yourself, you are not enduring anything. In fact, you have your own, you said you wanted to use your private jet, but that the nation is insisting, that you use the presidential private jet. So you are going to use the presidential private jet. You would have preferred to spend your money, but they said no, it is duly accrued to you. So you will enjoy the office and the benefits. Now, we're not saying you should not enjoy it. You are not saying at all in the list. We're not saying you should not enjoy it. That's not what we are saying. In fact, it's your right. You should enjoy it. Enjoy it and benefit from it. However, what exactly is going on here? And how did we get here? How did we get here in the first place? What can we do to sort this out? And how can we turn this misfortune that we are seeing with the current administration? How can we turn things around to make sure that things become better? The nation is going through a lot. People are suffering. People are genuinely suffering. And it's not because somebody feels like saying a word, but that's the honest truth. People are suffering. Yet, some people are going on holiday. And then you tell the people to endure, that things will get better. Which person? Because if we continue like this, you'll be surprised how bad things have gone. You'll be very, very and truly surprised how bad things are going. And in case you don't know it, you will think that, they mean well. And this whole presidential election tribunal, is causing a lot of issues, you know, because people are waiting to know what the real leadership is. Then you think a man who has tested power wants to prevent, wants to prevent that. He wants to stop it all of a sudden when 4 years have not elapsed or second tenure has not come in. So those are part of the things that are happening. Those are part of the things that are going on. And Aisha just said, Nigerians, can you see the dollar to naira? That's just a tip of the iceberg of what is to come. Then your president is about to make another mistake, talking about the whole Niger, thing going on. And caution must not be thrown to the wind. It must be taken very seriously. Oh yes, we must take things very seriously and understand something, some of these things that are going on, okay, that we cannot continue with these things and expect that things will suddenly change. If there's any time in the history of the nation where Nigerians must arise and ensure that we do not allow the same thing, this is the time. This is the time, not tomorrow. This is the time. This is the time. So if we want things to get better now, we must all, speak out. If something is wrong, speak out. Don't stay there and think that all of a sudden things are just going to materialize and things are going to get better. It doesn't get better. It doesn't get better. It gets worse. It does not get better. It gets worse. If there's any time in the history of the nation where things must become, walked upon, and we cannot allow this same thing to happen, this is the time. This is that time. This is that time. And so every single person must ensure that we arise together and do not allow the same thing to go on and on and on and on. So Nigerians, it is what it is. So please arise and ensure that we do everything within our power, within our reach to bring this nation out of the current predicament, and we bring Nigeria to where it ought to be. And we pray for Nigeria, honestly. We pray for the nation because it is about time. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Like us, share, subscribe. Have a fantastic and a lovely day. Wanna be because the dollar to naira not be small thing. Bye bye.